Hallo, welkom hier so by Farmboek. Okay, ons is hier so by John Eustace. Hy het die beesboer van die jaar. So laat hy ons vertel hoe het hy dit gedoen en wat is die goeders waarna jy moet kyk. John, how are you doing?
Great, thank you.
No, good. Ek sal mos nou en dan 'n bietjie Afrikaans verslaat as ek die Engelse woorde kry nie. Hoor jy, baie geluk. Jy is beesboer van die jaar 2019. Vertel ons gou eers hoe lyk jou boerdery? Wat se verskillende vertakkings het jy? Jy sê die Underberg area uit.
Yeah, so we're in the Underberg area in southern Natal, southern KZN. We're a high rainfall area, about 850 mils a year. It's a Southveld area. We have a Hereford stud, and our commercial herds are Bradford cross.
So you've got a Bradford cross. Okay, so why did you decide on the Bradford cross with the Herefords?
We've had Herefords here for many years, and we feel that Brahman cross very well with them, and they suit our conditions. It's a hardy animal. We have very cold winters, and they do well on our veld.
And in terms of the veld management, I think is very important. But you've got a maize branch as well, a mielievertakking ensovoorts. So, but how did you become Farmer of the Year? Let's let me ask you the question straight off. Is it one thing that you did right, or how do you manage?
I think it's our system. You know, we're a mixed farm. We got a sheep flock, a merino sheep flock, as well as our beef herd, and then we also do maize and beans and dry beans. So the system works very well together. The sheep working well with the cattle. We can increase our stocking rate because of the sheep, because we use the same grazing for both.
How does that work basically? But you put on the cattle first and then the sheep?
Yes, we run a 3-paddock system for our beef herd, and for every 2 paddock systems we have 1 sheep flock which go behind the cattle. The sheep are selective grazers, so they can go behind the cattle, and with that system we're getting about a 1.4 livestock unit per hectare carrying capacity.
En so wat doen hy? Vreet hy dan nou daai goeders heeltemal kort af dat hy beter hergroei kry? Wat is die skape se hoofdoel rondom dit?
Yeah, we just try and get the longer ranker grasses eaten down by the cattle, and then the sheep will go in behind and pick the sweeter felt. So we'll move the cattle every 2 weeks. We don't leave them. That's how long we want to keep them in one camp, and the sheep will move every week.
Okay, wat hulle skryf. Okay, en dan kom ons terug by die beeste. Sê vir my, lek aanvullings, hierdie tipe van goed. Sit julle by?
For your licks?
Ja, your licks.
Okay, so in the summertime we run we put out a P8 phosphate lick. Breeding cows get 150 grams a day.
Okay, the P8, what does that mainly consist of?
It's mainly it's a phosphate lick.
Yeah.
Okay. We lack in phosphates in this area because of our high rainfall, so we do not have a problem with the cows taking in phosphate. They actually will eat more than that if you give it to them. So it's a mineral lick, just some basic minerals and phosphate for the summer. From January onwards, we'll start putting urea in the licks. We'll start with a 10% urea, and then going up to the end of April, we'll increase that gradually as we go into autumn.
And the main reason for the urea?
The veld starts losing value as we go into winter.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on our winter licks, we have a 38% protein winter lick. We'll increase the volumes there per cow to 500 grams a day on the veld. And then our weaners and replacement heifers will get a better high quality lick, 30% protein with a lot of natural proteins in that, also 500 grams a day.
Very interesting. And in terms of the way that your system works, I'm just thinking always it's not just about producing the best cows and so forth, but it's always also about the costs.
Yes.
And if you look at your cash flow, how do you keep that healthy? Because that's the one thing, unfortunately, I learned the hard way about farming. It's all about cash flow. So how do you manage your cash flow through all of this?
Yeah, so we spend a lot of time on that, and we've got it's a family-run business. My wife does all the admin, and we do projections and cash flows every year, and we structure our system so that we know at that time of year maize will be coming in, and at a different time of year our hummels will be marketed, and then we run a feedlot through the winter, starting in May through to November, so that helps our cash flow through those months.
And in terms of your and then the financial guys and so forth, do you use any external guys helping you with your financial planning?
Yes, we do. We've got a guy we use at Cockstad, Richard Bischoff, who is a management accountant and with a lot of experience in farms, and he runs study groups. So we use him a lot for our planning and our budgeting.
And I guess also because he's then got a lot of experience about people in the area and what the different. He's made a plan for people.
Yeah, exactly. He's got other guys on his books that do the similar system to us, so you can compare notes and see how you're doing.
Oh well, that's actually a very very good idea. I haven't thought about that. We must get something like that where I'm from. The other thing what I want to know is in terms of your inputs, outputs. How do you then go about marketing your cattle?
So we use a stock agent, FLA, which is our local stock agent. We've got buyers that generally buy from us every month through our stock agent. But we do go through our local auction at the Underberg sale yards. We find we get the best price there. We've always got the abattoir price as a reserve, but generally we get better prices at our auction.
But it's just the time of the year, you know when exactly you're going to market that. Do you sometimes keep some of the animals back to wait for better prices or something like that?
Generally, out of a feedlot running up to Christmas, we get the best prices. We don't like feedlotting during the summer because of our high rainfall. It becomes quite difficult. So we generally try and catch the Christmas market with our A grades, and then our C grades, cows that aren't in calf, we market over September, October, November.
Awesome. Okay, and then I'm just gonna so I asked your dad earlier in terms of the dynamics of a family farm and the generational stuff going down. What would you say would be the biggest factor of success for in your case being able to basically take over from your dad and make a huge success from it?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I mean, a lot of family businesses, not only farming, get stifled by the whole succession plan. I think from both parties, you've got to be reasonable, and from my side, you've got to see from where the older generations come from, what they've gone through, and the amount of hard work they've put in, and you can't take that for granted. From their side, you know, modern agriculture is moving so quickly now, and technology is coming in and changing. So they've also got to adapt and see the benefits of modern agriculture. And that's where we've got it just right. The success of our business is my relationship with my father, and he's been open for all the new ideas, especially on the cropping side. He loves the new systems and all the yield mapping and all that. He's really gets excited by that, and I think that's been a big advantage to us, and that's why our business has grown like it has in the last 10 years.
Awesome. Just one last thing. What would you say is if you could take one factor of which determined your success, one of the biggest one? I know it's difficult, but what would you say? What was the one thing that you can isolate?
I think increasing our cropping has really reduced the cost on the beef because of the crop residues for winter, and generally increasing amount of food that we produce, the amount of free food, as I can call it, because it's crop residue. You're getting a cash crop off your lands, and you've got a lot of winter stover for the winter, and that's increased our productivity on the beef and our sheep.
John, again, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, so dit is John hierso van Anderburg af, beesboer van die jaar. Baie geluk. En ja, is interessant om te sien hoe die ouens boer en weer 'n bietjie 'n nuwe een vir my. Ek ken glad nie hierdie tipe van wêreld nie, maar dis wat hierdie job so lekker maak. So ja, tot volgende keer. Groete.